Alrighty, you guys, welcome back to a brand new episode here on
The ankle.
Hey Amber.
I hate you like I'm young.
Cartman, you ate the skin off of every piece of chicken!
Hello, honey.
The ankle's a little mean.
He looks like a fat Polly Shore.
Yo, I never f***ed Wayne. I never f***ed on my life, man. For fuck's sake, if I did, I'd menage with him and let him eat my ass like a cupcake.
So, good day everyone. I hope everyone is having a beautiful Wednesday, and thank you so much for tuning on in, as always. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, like and subscribe, become a ton. So, for today's video, we got the latest upload from the Poopster. Sorry. So, the title of this one is Diabetes Results and Unexpected Unfortunate Diagnosis. Weigh in episode 9. Diagnosed as a frickin' tryhard? I don't know, dude. But to be fair, Amber, we're at the point now where just about any diagnosis is not to be unexpected. So, I don't know how you think that, it's not going to catch up to you. And we've been saying that for a while, at least she has age on her side. Not anymore! I just don't foresee this being a good thing, but we'll have to wait and see. Of course, the thumbnail with her crying. But there is something that I want to check out first, and it's this little community post she did. Oh, she was so mad. So, let's just read it.
Just to make something very clear, I have never talked to Keemstar about my love life. Keemstar is the ultimate troll. It's his full-time job. If you believe everything he says, you're proving that common sense really isn't that common.
And of course, as many of the comments pointed out, she went to Denny's after the ER. So she got no business talking about common sense. Also, though, it wouldn't surprise me if, bingo, everyone has been right the entire time. And the only way that Emily will stay around is if people continue to think they are not together. Ergo, this post. So she could be like, see, I told them it was just a lie. I told them, please don't leave me. I'll gain 50 more pounds. Sorry. But yeah, that's the plan for today. The video's like 12 and a half minutes, so I figured we'll get this done. And then, yeah, the Big J Retro React for tomorrow has already been scheduled. Going to do some more foodie stuff for tomorrow as well. But I think later on, want to film for the other channel. So, yeah. Thank you so much as always, guys. Really hope everyone is just taking care of themselves and doing well. And with that, let's dive right on into this. Shall we?
Guys, welcome to a new weigh-in video.
Hey, Amber. Let's see what she's got for us, or let's see what the scales got for her.
I feel like I kind of have a lot of things to talk about, so let's jump right into the 5 questions.
Let's get to it.
So for the 5 questions, I get them on Instagram. I post a little thing on my story that says, ask me any questions that are weight, food, health related, and then I gather them, and I even have a list of
I know I've said this before, but how long would a video actually be if she didn't have all the disclaimers in it?
backup questions. Why were you so proud of yourself for not weighing in daily?
Who the fuck asked that?
So food isn't the only relationship that I'm trying to work on. I'm trying to also work on the relationship with my vaping. That's why I've quit that, even though I have highly relied on it. And
okay, if you can just quit that, then no relationship really to be had. Just quit food then. Sorry, I know that's not helpful, but Dr. Now would basically say that.
I'm working on my relationship with the scale because I can become extremely obsessed with it.
How about your relationship with a dictionary? Or a thesaurus? Let's work on that too.
There are times where I will literally weigh myself multiple times a day. And
yeah, it's not healthy.
This is extremely unhealthy because I will see a normal fluctuation that happens to everybody, and I will take that fluctuation and it'll trigger me and spiral me, and
to make an even bigger fluctuation? How's that make any sense?
Sometimes it'll cause me to overeat or emotional eat, but
but not binge eat, you guys. But not binge eat.
Regardless, it's just not healthy. It doesn't make sense, but it is something that can be fixed, so I'm trying to fix it.
Go to freaking therapy.
So the fact that I was able to go a whole week without weighing myself is crazy. Have you noticed your face also swells when you are swollen?
Oh, so that's why she's been looking big lately? Nah.
Yes, and my mom also experiences it, so it might be like common or like genetic. Like,
girl, people swell, yeah, especially when you be eating the shit you eat.
Literally in my last vlog, my last weekly vlog that I posted, I noticed it, and I'll show you guys a clip where it's like the beginning of my vlog, I am so swollen, and then towards the ending, you can like literally see how much I've de-swelled. So that's what.
Huh? De-swelled? But shut up. I'm stupid.
When I see people are like, oh my god, it's so like noticeable that Amberlynn has gained weight. It's like, you know, yeah, but also a lot.
Okay, you ain't denying it.
Other times, like you're seeing me really swollen.
Girl, swollen or not, still big. Fuck does it matter?
So sometimes it's a lot more obvious, like in my chin or around my eyes or my cheeks, or sometimes it's just.
Remember, guys, she's just more swollen in the morning.
My legs, my arms, but this was the beginning of my vlog.
I hate the voiceovers because it's her just licking her freaking salty lips into the mic.
And then here I was at the end, where you can tell that the swelling has definitely gone down.
Bitch, where?
So sometimes I do look bigger.
Okay, Delusion Lynn, I'm rocking with you today for some reason.
Sometimes I do look smaller, and that's just the way it goes with the.
Smaller at 500 plus pounds, I'm dead.
Things that I have to deal with on a day-to-day basis.
Sorry. I don't know why that fucking made me laugh.
Is it true that you would stay this size if it was healthy?
That's one that she probably asked herself.
So in one of my last live streams, I talked about the fact that, like, if it wasn't for the fact that being this size was unhealthy, I wouldn't feel like this urgency or this anxiety or constantly talk about weight loss. I wouldn't care so much to lose weight. And what I.
Okay. So that's why you've been just fine until now, essentially. It's always a health scare. I'm gonna get my life together. And then once she's in the clear for a few months, then it's back to the same-ish. Her and Foodie, the same way.
What I mean by that is I'm not doing it for vanity reasons.
Oh, girl, bye.
I'm not doing it for shallow reasons. I'm not doing it for my looks. I am doing.
I mean, who really said that? The fuck? Interesting that you went there with it.
For my health.
Okay.
That is why I've always been very much about.
She would have been skinny back fucking 10 years ago then if it was about wanting looks then, I guess. She's not a shallow person, you guys.
Body positivity.
Remember though, she told Beck, if I was skinny, I would not be here talking with y'all. Okay.
Activity in the sense of everyone is beautiful regardless of what they look like or the size that they are.
Correct. It's the content of their character, and that's what we question about you.
I do not believe in health at every size, and I never have. But yes.
What? What's the fucking point? What's all that to say?
If I could be healthy, if being fat was not an unhealthy thing, that I wouldn't.
Girl, being overweight is fine. Being what is clinically known as overweight is fine, as long as it doesn't negatively affect your health. A few extra pounds ain't a bad thing. This ain't that, though. Fuck. You can still be fat if you want. Fuck. And just lose a couple hundred. You'll still be fat. Sorry.
Care. Because again, this is not for vanity reasons. Okay. I'm not fat phobic. I don't.
Girl, if it was about health, you would have started it a long time ago too, because it's been affecting your health your entire life, essentially.
Think that fat people are ugly. Nothing like that.
No one's saying that. What the fuck? Like, literally, no one's saying that.
Strictly because I want to be healthy, I want to feel better, and I want to live a longer life. What do you mean you'd feel lethargic eating French fries?
Fucking A, dude. Every single note she's hitting. God damn it. It's like she watches reaction channels. It's just like, okay, that one, that one, that one. I got my questions for the week.
So what I meant by that is like I feel sluggish. It's just like a sluggish feeling.
Can you find a different word? You feel tired. Diabetes.
Nobody feels good after eating junky types of food.
Yet you do it constantly.
So I feel way better, way lighter after I eat a healthier meal versus an unhealthy meal.
Way lighter, which means she's still fucking hungry.
But being lethargic and tired, those things can happen at the same time, but they are two different things. Because a lot of people are like,
girl, what? Okay, Merriam-Webster defines lethargic as of, relating to, or characterized by laziness or lack of energy. Feeling or affected by lethargy, sluggish, the patient was weak and lethargic, blah, blah, blah. Girl, same fucking difference. I hate her in semantics. For someone who is borderline, questionably illiterate, she really does play the semantics game well. I didn't even learn about that until AP English, so hey. Maybe it was that college course she took.
girl, you just said that you don't get tired after food, but now you're saying that you get lethargic. Yeah, two different things.
Not necessarily. I just don't think she understands words. Which, fair. Arguing with a dumbass, it makes you look just as dumb, to be honest.
So this was the most popular question I received this week is, why'd you go to Denny's after the hospital?
Fair.
My mom was hungry, and I'm not going to lie, so was I. It was past midnight, and we were at the hospital for hours.
Wow, go home. Make something. I'm sure Mama Lynn's got some toast, okay? Maybe her daughter should be more considerate next time and just take a fucking Uber. Jesus.
Neither of us ate anything that day. I was not expecting
I bet.
to be at the hospital that long, and neither was my mom. I didn't go to the hospital for some like crazy critical thing.
Correct. You went to waste people's time. Which, thank y'all for telling me that if you call the hospital and ask them, should I come in? Because of liability reasons, of course they have to say yes.
I was directed by my doctor's office to go to urgent care, and then
incredible.
Urgent care directed me to go to the ER because urgent care actually does not do ultrasounds. And then I ended up calling the emergency room just to see it, like.
Well, not to be a dick here, but I imagine they maybe wouldn't have needed an ultrasound if there wasn't about 6 extra inches of you-know-what on everything.
If I can come in, and they told me I should probably get
it was 6 inches. That's being very generous.
Looked at. So I went there for an ultrasound. I didn't go there for like anything critical or crazy. Like, people still have to eat. My mom said she was not going to go home and like cook.
So now it's not even an issue, but she was crying about it. Dog, what the fuck? What the fuck is she on lately? I don't think it's trolling. I think she genuinely is this batshit insane. What the hell? I hope her hospital flags her. I'm not gonna lie. They're gonna flag her as a risk for something.
I didn't want to come home and cook something. It was really late. I was exhausted. I know she was as well. Like,
wow, as if you were gonna cook.
Eating is still a thing that happens regardless if someone goes to a hospital or not. And I got a salad at Denny's.
Oh yeah, I bet you did. Just happened not to show it? Okay. I don't know why she's being so damn cocky. She should understand the optics.
So, next part is I want to talk about how my week went. So
I hope it went shit. Sorry.
Going through a lot of stress, anxiety, worry, depression.
The card saw it.
Some very low lows. I have shared a very small fraction of it, but majority of it is happening behind the scenes.
Okay, so keep it behind the scenes, move on. Fucking A. She's like, here's just the tip, you guys.
I'm absolutely, without a doubt, suffering in silence.
So continue that then. Shut up. Fuck. Ugh, it's all the same. I'm going through stuff, but I don't want to talk about it right now. And now I'm suffering in silence, you guys. Still looking at you like waiting for a reaction. I'm suffering in silence. No, you're not. Shut up.
So I did have my doctor appointment yesterday because I was able to respond to the wait list really quickly. When they sent me the text message, I accepted a new appointment. So this next part of this video, I will be talking about in my weekly vlog as well, because my weighing videos don't get as many views as my other videos.
Who gives a fuck?
And I want majority of people who watch me to hear this, because this is like a big change in my life that's about to happen.
Are you going to go to rehab? Are you going to go to rehab? No? Then I don't care.
So I will be also talking about this in my weekly vlog. Wow. So the first thing I want to talk about is Zepbound. That is the GLP-1 that I was going to go on, which is the weight loss injection. And my doctor prescribed it to me. And based on all of the research I've done, I was like, okay.
All the research I've done? Great. She doesn't even know a fucking, what is it, MLA format?
Yes, it is very expensive, but it is doable. So I get to the pharmacy.
I mean, hey, you can send out $20 super chats to Keemstar. I think you can finally get your fucking shit together. You're making, what, $7,000 possibly on memberships alone? Yeah, you can freaking afford it. Slim back on the DoorDash.
See, and turns out...
Can't stand it.
That is not the case at all. The pharmacy told me that the prices have raised, and it's like, okay.
Risen?
In my head, I was like, all right, so the first month is just the beginning dose, which is obviously the cheapest month, but my doctor told me that the beginning dose is not going to do anything for me. So
what, you're just going to skip it? It's got to get in your system, bitch.
When I increase the Zepbound, it's going to increase the price, and I don't have that money. That's
what a crock. What a crock. I know we joke, oh, Ambi's broke all the time. You're going to... Girl. You can afford probably up to something that costs $5,000 a month. You could, if you really wanted to. But there's spending happening that we don't know about if she is this broke for cash. You know what I mean?
Okay, I am currently working on my relationship with food. And instead of doing it alone, I'm going to let professionals help me. My doctor did confirm, like, your hysterectomy makes it a lot harder to lose weight. And that was before I did my fasting labs, where I got results for something that literally, it makes me really emotional. It makes me want to cry, but I'm not going to.
She's definitely... Do we think she got diabetes, y'all? I mean, we've been screaming it.
And we will get into that in a second. So on top of, like, my hysterectomy, my lymphedema...
But she said, I'm fine, guys. I'm fine. Shut the fuck up.
My lymphedema, and my messed up metabolism, it just seems like nothing wants me to lose weight. I have...
Wait, hold on. Before she gets to it, didn't I say, when she was super cocky in one of the Q&As and someone asked about diabetes or something, she was like, and by the way, I don't have diabetes, or I never had diabetes, very cocky about it. And I said, girl, look out, you're setting yourself up with some karmic level justice coming your way. Because a fasting test, that's for blood sugar, right?
Things just like literally fighting against me.
Amber, you've been fighting against yourself for 34 years. Like, the fuck?
I'm not going to give up. So while I was at my doctor's
not unless your heart does
appointment, they ask you like this depression screening. They ask you all these like mental health questions.
Lord, I bet that was a rowdy list.
And mine was not good.
Yeah, go figure.
I ended up literally breaking down in front of my doctor and in front of my mom. I'm like bawling my eyes out. They're
What's that do? Let's be so for real.
handing me tissue. Like I had a full-fledged like anxiety attack right in front of him. It was...
No, I bet it was closer to like a tantrum.
Really embarrassing, but it genuinely shows like the level of my mental health. Like, even someone just asking me, like, in my live stream, like, a week ago, they were like, how are you doing? Like, it made me break down. I'm feeling
Yeah, so maybe you should go actually fucking speak to a professional. By the way, we haven't heard about therapy in how long now? I don't think she's going to it.
everything so strongly and so deeply. My emotions are all over the place and I feel really low, and just a lot of mental health problems that I do not want to speak out loud.
Again, stop like wavering on it then. Go see a professional. I think that's what she might be getting to. So I might be jumping the gun, but she needs to go seek multiple professionals.
Just have constant, deep, painful emotions that I experience all day long. It is genuinely ruining my life.
Not to be a dick, but it shows. Sorry. That was kind of a dick thing to say. Listen, I'm not saying go to therapy to be an asshole. I really am not. And I know a lot of people hate hearing that when they're in their lowest lows, but that's exactly what you need. Like, and while yes, it is great to have a support system, that support system is not meant to take the full load of your problems. Like,
I was prescribed an SSRI.
Ooh, okay, we're working here.
To help
someone cooked here.
With my anxiety, my lows, my depression, and to help with like the deep feeling.
She was a monster too, by the way, when she was on like anxiety medication before. So this is going to make for an interesting Lynn coming out.
Of having BPD, it's not going to help regulate my emotions or anything like that. Like,
No, you need to go speak to a professional.
To work on that myself.
No, listen, it's only your responsibility to control them, but you do not need to work on that on your own, Amber. Unless is it every BPD specialist you allegedly go see maybe is like, I think you might not have BPD. You seem crazy, bitch. No.
But it's going to help stabilize me a little bit. So we did my fasting labs and I got those results.
Correct me if I'm wrong, aren't SSRIs like known to cause weight gain?
Today, a doctor actually sent me a whole message kind of going over my results and talking about like the abnormal results and what it could mean, etc., etc.
I bet there's a lot of those.
Regarding if I have diabetes or not, I want to show you this clip. All right, you guys, my results are...
Bruh. Why is this giving like, find out if I just got into Harvard, you guys? But, guys, find out with me if I have diabetes. What the fuck? Oh, Ambi. I'd say never change, but I know you won't.
And this is my MacBook.
Wow.
We're zoomed in so you don't see anything personal. I'm signed into my little health portal. I'm going to click test results. So we did a multitude of things here, but we're about to find out. Here's my hemoglobin A1C to determine am I diabetic or not.
Oh, you can hear it in her voice. She's nervous, but you were so cocky, Amber, that there was no way.
All right. No. Oh.
We should not. Amber. What? With increased risk consistent with the absence of diabetes. Okay. I guess. Decreased risk. Alright.
Oh my gosh.
See, the shock in your voice should be enough to still push you in the correct direction.
I'm telling you, 5.4 is my actual exact number that I always am every time I get this checked. So not
I bet.
Even a pre-diabetic. So pre-diabetic would be 5.7 through 6.4.
So you're right on the cusp?
Not have diabetes. I'm not even pre-diabetic. That is always
yet
something that It's just like in the back of my mind. I'm just always fearful that it's going to happen.
But you're so cocky when people bring it up to you as a genuine concern. Okay.
Or is
She's going to keep gaining. She can say all this. She's going to keep gaining weight, y'all.
happening and I don't know about it. Just because you're fat does not mean you have diabetes, and just because you're skinny doesn't mean you won't get diabetes.
That sounds like a threat, Amber. That sounded like a threat, bitch. No, we're taking into consideration that you have said everyone in your family has it. So that means you're already prone to it.
But
isn't your dad, like, losing a freaking foot to it if he hasn't already? Like, come on.
some of my blood work is a little off. Some things that are questionable that
Oh, you don't say.
he said is something to really worry about right now. But there is something that I'm going to be going on medicine for. Turns out I have hypothyroidism. That's so hard to say for me. I don't know why. So people who
You're slow.
have that is a leading cause of weight gain. Like I've constantly...
Bitch. To this extent, this is just another excuse for her. Even if it's true, I could believe it. Even if it's true, it's going to be just another excuse for her. So now it's going to, for the next 3 freaking weeks, we're going to have to hear,
Well, as you know, I was recently diagnosed with hyperthyroidism.
chop.
I've been like, it's hard for me to lose weight because of my lymphedema, my...
Exactly. It's just going to be another check on the list.
Going through menopause at such an early age, the hysterectomy, like the list can just go on. And now, bam, smack in the face. I have the very thing that causes people to gain weight. Like,
Girl, you probably always had it then, right? Right? That's not something that you just develop, is it? I might be wrong. I'm just genuinely asking out loud here.
it's just like, I feel like
Oh my god.
the world is like against me right now.
The same old rhetoric that she always uses whenever she gets bad news. Amber, suck it up, okay? People get this shit all the time. Like, I'm not trying to be a dickhead here, but it is not a reason for you to get down on yourself or get down on the situation. If anything, maybe now you can, I don't know, maybe finally get pushed towards actually getting some freaking help.
And I know that could just be like my depression talking, but I just...
Oh, Lord. Y'all, I just, hate when she cries.
feel really, really overwhelmed and defeated. So
Wow, what's that going to do?
having the hypothyroidism...
It's too many syllables.
God, I'm gonna hate saying that word. It causes like the
So maybe let's not go bragging about it for the next month, okay? How about that, if you can't even freaking say it?
hair thinning. So that's also like a double whammy. And it also causes
Wow.
like low moods and depression and exhaustion, brain fog, etc., etc. And I'm just like, wow, this is all also adding up for me. So on top of taking a medicine for that, I'm also going to be taking a vitamin D because it was a little low.
Yeah. Wasn't that an issue during Beck era as well? She was having to take like 1,500 milligrams or something. It was an insanely high amount of vitamin D. I'm sorry.
It definitely has gotten higher every single time I've gotten it checked. So that's good. But
Bitch, go outside. Open your windows. Like, fuck.
I just feel like, damn, like what next? Like
Amber, you could be dead, okay? So let's look for a silver lining in this. Your body is at the point where it could give out at any moment. So think whoever, whatever, that you've been given another day to try and fix that shit.
genuinely went from taking 0 medicine to now I'm going to be taking 3 medicines a day.
Yeah, that's what happens when you don't go see a primary care physician for so long, Amber. So she's going to tell me she was seeing this person regularly. She claims she was seeing this doctor regularly, and now all of a sudden she needs all this shit? Highly suspicious.
And I just feel overwhelmed and scared and...
Okay, let it scare you to do better. That's fine. Be scared. 1,000%. That is justified. Let it scare you in the right direction.
Frustrated, like I hate medicine, but I know that I have to take it. My week's been rough, and these are just things that like I'm choosing to tell you guys.
I think the tarot foresaw it, y'all. The tarot foresaw it.
Because trust me, your girl has a whole other personal shit show of a life that she is currently going through right now.
Yeah, I'm more arguing with Tommy. Tommy! Yeah.
And I'm telling you, my mental health is so fucking bad, and I cannot wait for this medicine to just like do.
It's not going to, no, that's not the medicine's job. The medicine's job is not to just make everything go away and everything to be fine and dandy, Amber. You still need to do some fucking work. Honestly, I just hope his zombies are out. I hope. Like, just, let's get her to a baseline.
What I'm supposed to do, work in my body, and just me continue to, like, make healthier choices and just do things that are right for me.
Okay.
So now let's talk about the goals that I had.
Apparently going to Denny's after the hospital was what's right for her. So yeah, Amber, you want to be so cocky about going to Denny's after having to go to the hospital. And here you are, like, now I have a whole list of medication I have to fucking take. Yeah, well, there you go.
Last week, which was literally just one. Work on my relationship with food. And yes, I have still been doing that. So I have 2 goals this week. One is I want to keep a food.
Maybe that's why she's so depressed. When I started to heavily work on my actual, like, food addiction, I got very depressed. Very. Of course, it coincided with just, like, growing up and, you know, dealing with high school shit. But it definitely did not help that I was giving up, like, my hardest vice at the time.
Journal. This will help me be aware of things that I'm eating because, as you guys know, like, I'm not counting the calories or anything like that. I'm strictly just, like, making better choices.
Sorry. She's still gonna forget to freaking write shit down or something.
But I'm finding myself, like, later in the night being like, what have I ate today? Like, why do I feel hungry? Or why this, why that? If I have a food journal, I'll know exactly what I ate. Keeping a food journal is like...
I mean, I'm not necessarily advising against it, but it's going to need to be this with a laundry list of other things.
One of the very most recommended things that, like, any dietitian or nutritionist will tell you to do. And my second goal is literally...
So would be stop eating.
Just take my medications as directed. And I want to document personally in my journal how I feel when necessary.
Just kidding. Obviously, they wouldn't tell her to stop eating. Dr. Now would.
My last weigh-in from last week was 513.0, and this week I'm...
Whoa. I apologize, y'all. I accidentally leaned on the remote and unmuted the TV. I was like, what the fuck is happening?
516.0, and I'm telling you, I'm not surprised. I have...
516? Wait. Okay, Amber. Yeah, tell us how it's water.
Everything fighting against me. And right now...
Amber, to be fair, you would have had these things probably a while ago, too, if you actually went and got checked. Like...
I am so overwhelmed with everything going on that I literally just cannot care over 3 pounds of a fluctuation. Genuinely can't.
Okay. You shouldn't anyways, to be honest. You really shouldn't. You should not let it steer you anywheres except in the right direction.
Happens again next week, that's when I'll care.
Oh. Well, so let's wait and see. The cards foresaw it.
Okay, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Oh, damn, that's it? Alrighty. That was some. Alright, so let's check some of the comments. Unexpected health diagnosis while being once again a quarter ton is so insane, Pookie. No, that part. Like, what was she expecting? I've lost 210 pounds with hypothyroidism. Okay, to see, that was hard for me too. I'll give her that. Please don't use this as an excuse, that part. She got put on an SSRI. A1C is 5.4, and she has hypothyroidism, probably spelled it wrong. Put on meds for low vitamin D2. 516 lbs, save your time. Good lord. Girl, the only unexpected part of this story is that you're still here. Oof. Okay, so now we're going to retcon your entire life and blame every single pound on this new diagnosis of hypothyroidism, that part. Hypo doesn't cause you to binge 4 Big Macs, though. No, that part. When did she do that? When did she do that? Did she say that on a live stream? I could believe it. She gained 3 pounds and she doesn't care. Saved you 12 and a half minutes. Amber is the definition of, there's always something, LMAO. It's exhausting to watch, especially as she does nothing to fix it, and she won't. Unexpected, yeah. Amber, nothing about any diagnosis of yours is unexpected. This has been years in the making. Even cancer didn't scare you, so nothing will. Also, was kind of no one surprised when the cancer diagnosis happened. It didn't surprise me at all. Was this really unexpected? I feel like this was one of the most telegraphed things of all time. I have everything fighting against me. That's just you, boo. Girlie was gaslighting us about her health weeks ago, too. If cancer wasn't a wake-up call, I doubt this will be. Wow, someone at 600 plus pounds might have health issues? I never would have guessed. Here's a novel idea. Stop ordering takeout and Lego and you can afford the GLP-1. Time to decide which is more important to you. I'm trying so hard to support you, but you don't make it easy. Saying you're working on your relationship with food right after eating Denny's is beautiful. I sometimes look bigger, and I sometimes look smaller. Is the smaller in the room with us? No, exactly. I'm not doing it for shallow reasons. Girl, you're not doing it at all. Anyone else can't believe she fasted for her labs? Period. They would have had to lock her in a room. Girl, you've had diabetes for years. Thanos Lynn got herself a new infinity stone. Hypothyroidism. Can't afford meds to potentially save your life, but you can afford daily fast food and a stupid amount of Amazon hauls and Lego? Are you okay? Costs nothing to go for a walk. That part. Hypothyroidism, new excuse unlocked. Exactly. Ooh, this is going to be a long one. In your case, Amber, the world isn't working against you. You've done all of this to yourself. One of the many causes of hypothyroidism is chronic infections. This didn't happen to you out of nowhere. Also, your 5.4 A1C isn't the flex you think it is. You've gotten lucky. That's all, and it will catch up to you. Instead of being proud of that number, you should consider yourself lucky and do everything you can to keep it that way. Stop letting life happen to you and do something about it. She can't. She's so helpless. She can't even hang up a picture. If you stop door dashing all the time, stop buying tons of useless Lego and unneeded crap on Amazon, you will be able to afford the medication that could save your life. I never want to hear you show a single new Lego set or show an Amazon haul or tell us how you've door dashed a diet soda for $15 ever again. Save your bloody life, woman. If she says 2 things can happen at once one more time, I'm going to scream. Honestly, it's better than ad nauseam. Relationship with the scale. Girl, you make this so much harder for yourself by being this dumb. No, seriously. How come the therapist you have been seeing every Monday hasn't been helpful about getting you meds or that therapy for your BPD? Because she isn't going. You did this to yourself. Being happy you're 0.3 away from being pre-diabetic is hectic. No, exactly. LOL, you did not get a salad at Denny's. If this is unexpected, so was your life expectancy. Oof. The swelling didn't go down, it's just different lighting. The only stable relationship you ever had is with vaping, Growly. Here we go again. I've had hypothyroidism for years. Take my levothyroxine every morning and I'm good. Don't blame your thyroid. Your thyroid does not make you have 3 carbs a meal. Alright, last one. Amber, I have hypothyroidism and lost 180 pounds and am currently BMI 20. Ooh. Do not start using this as an excuse. You know she's going to, but congrats. Anyways, I'm going to get this edited and sent right out. A bit of a longer one for how short of a video it was, but yeah. That's fine. I like checking in with you guys. I hope everyone is doing well, having a wonderful day. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Like and subscribe, become a... And I will catch you guys in the next one. Take care.